Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Anipop Podcast. This is your host, Jaden Day Zero, and with me are your co-hosts, Maruyutsuki and the Lucky Duelist. How are you guys this week?
It sounded like you almost forgot Ducky's name.
Bro, a little bit.
Yeah, I thought that.
I hesitated a little bit, okay?
Good job.
So how are you doing, Mar?
I'm pretty okay. Not bad. I'm just waiting for the weekend, and I'm just sad because my tablet didn't arrive today, and I was ready to experiment with it and actually draw and stuff. But I'll probably get a little late, so that moment right here. But yeah, what about you guys?
I'm doing pretty good, I guess. It's been a very long week for me. I'm so excited for the weekend because I could just be lazy. Oh yeah, and since as of this recording, which is Thursday, I don't know my days of the week anymore.
25th.
Yeah, so I think the new episode of Attack on Titan is actually going to come out to at 4 p.m. according to Funimation's schedule. But I don't know. I'm pretty psyched on that. I'm probably going to watch it tomorrow though because
Sounds so excited.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's because I have so much stuff to do tonight, so it's I kind of want to watch it, but at the same time, it's I can't because I have editing to do and all blah 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 and all that kind of stuff. But
And it's game night.
yeah. What about you, Ducky? How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm having a fantastic week. Not like me. I'm awful as usual.
How dare you have a fantastic week?
We've got
How dare you have a better week than mine?
and and that's something I love. And WandaVision is a great TV show, and
I need to see that.
It's really good. And yeah, I'm enjoying fiction at the minute. Although I will say I have yet to start most of the season's shows, for anime. I've watched the first couple episodes of Doctor Stone, and that's it so far.
Dude, same. I don't know for this season. I think it's just because I've been getting busier. But personally, for this season, which is crazy because this season is it's a great way to start the year after such a depressing 2020 and barely any good shows except for ReZero or something. But winter 2021 is probably the best season in the last probably 10 years, I think, in my opinion. Just because there's so much good shows coming out at the same time. A couple years ago when these shows Attack on Titan, or not Attack on Titan, but
ReZero,
ReZero, Doctor Stone, when they first came out, it was kind of spread out. All the good shows were spread out, but now everything, freaking Japan just threw everything at us at the same time in 2021. And I'm bruh, this is so good because there's so much to watch and so much to catch up on. And yeah, I'm very excited for this season. So I don't know.
They've been saving everything during 2020, and they're just here, have it all in one.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's great.
Yeah. So which shows have you guys seen so far? If you started any. So
far, I have seen 2 episodes of Doctor Stone because I've been watching the dub, and season 2 so far is fantastic. By the way, I eventually need to get around to Attack on Titan, but I need to catch up on the last season of that and Quintuplets as well. And Slime. There are a lot of shows this season I want to watch. The main ones are Slime, Quintuplets, Attack on Titan, Doctor Stone.
Nice. What about you, Maru?
I haven't really been able to watch any of the new seasons lately, but I'm definitely looking forward to the chance when I get to. I did catch up again on...
What are you even doing here on the podcast? Get out.
Wow. Sorry. Well, no, it's just I've been a bit busy and stuff, and time hasn't really allowed me to be able to do much. But I did get to rewatch the recap movie of Attack on Titan, so I kind of hyped myself up again for the new season. I've heard it's pretty good and stuff like that. I know the one that I really looked forward to watching was the new season of The Promised Neverland.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, I've heard that it's not as great as people wanted it to be. and I'm kind of scared of watching it because I have like really high expectations for this show. And
just read the manga at that point.
Yeah.
And I'm scared. I'm like, I don't know what to do, if I should read it first or watch it. And I don't know. It's just like it is scary when it comes to new seasons because watching the first season, you get so hyped and you're like nonstop talking about it. And you're just like, oh my goodness, this show is like so great. And then once the second season comes around, it's like it does get a little scary for like people watching it, and it's like you really do hope it ends up being just as good, which I hope it is, but I'm also kind of scared because I've heard that it's not as great as it was anticipated. So
I have a weird like thought process with The Promised Neverland, because at first I'd heard season 2 was going to be great, and then I heard it was using like stuff that wasn't from the manga.
Oh,
and
really?
Then I'd heard like, oh, it skipped 5 arcs of the manga, which I didn't know there were 5 arcs, honestly. But
Christ.
I feel like if they did skip 5 arcs, it'll end up being like Blue Exorcist. Like in their first season, they skipped like quite a bit between the like 2 arcs of the first season, then they did what they skipped as season 2, and they haven't had season 3. So I think they gave up on that show.
No.
Yeah, I kind of figured, because I was so confused when I first watched Blue Exorcist. I thought it was like complete, but then I realized after the second season that came out, I was like, wait, didn't this already happen? Because they were recapping the first the episode they kind of left off on, and I was so confused because I thought that his brother got possessed by Satan or whatever, and all that happened, but it turns out that happened. That was way before that. And I was like, bro, wait, what? Like, I don't know. It was really confusing.
One of my school friends was like really into it, and I don't think he's as into it anymore, but he had like, at the time there were like 16 volumes of the manga, and he had everyone, and he'd like scheduled when everyone would come out, and now he never talks about it, so I think he's just
Dude, but, no kidding. I think that just ruined the whole show at that point.
I'm pretty sure it's still ongoing, but I don't know. I don't pay attention to it.
I don't know. I didn't really heard anything about it, but
well, damn.
But I feel like that might be the sort of thing that they do with The Promised Neverland. But also, I kind of hope they don't, because the first 3 episodes of that show were great.
Yeah, they were. I mean, that whole season was fantastic.
I've only seen the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, wow. You need to finish it because it's really, really good. And I hope that the second season is just as good. If it's not, then I'm gonna cry and probably like never talk about the show ever again.
I do have to say though that the second season, at the very beginning of the second season, it does become interesting because they do reveal a lot of the lore behind the world that they're in. And but the thing is that after it keeps going, it kind of gets weird in a way, and I think that's probably the part that people were complaining about, probably because I know for a fact that I kind of had a hunch of where it's going to end the second season, since it only has 11 episodes to its name, and if they try to get to that specific spot to end the second season, then yeah, it makes sense if they try to cram so much stuff into season 2. So I see why. It makes sense why people would be pissed, because they cut a lot of stuff from it.
Yeah.
Is there just that much then?
Yeah, there's a lot to cover in the second season, and there's like a lot of character development. So.
Why don't they just like make it to where it's like parts or something, like or like just put it where it's like season 3?
Usually, I've noticed that it's because when trying to adapt the manga, it's more like, okay, what's the next big event in the manga that happens? We can't just end it like right then and there when they're in the middle of getting from point A to B without fighting a big boss fight or whatever within the manga or whatever. Yeah. So let's cram all the in between as much as we can to get to that boss fight in order to end the season on a big bang or whatever. Because I've noticed that a lot of manga, actually not manga, but a lot of anime shows do that when they adapt the manga into an anime form. So, unfortunately.
That makes sense.
something special that makes it so Shonen Jump shows never get stuff cut out of the anime is that the fans love literally every single event. Like it could be like a tiny event, like Naruto could say the words, Naruto could say "believe it," and every single fan would lose it.
Bruh. I guess.
So they'd be like, "We have to animate this entire arc because Naruto said believe it."
Oh yeah,
Bruh.
the Believe It arc.
Yeah,
Or-
makes sense.
Shonen fans love everything. Like it sucks sometimes, but also it's fantastic because it means they never cut stuff out of the anime.
Hmm.
I like the only example I can think of like a big moment being ruined by the anime, or the like prominent example anyway, is the end, the like middle of at the end of the first arc of My Hero season 4. It was like Mirio's big moment against Overhaul, and in the manga it was this big epic moment, and in the anime it was a slideshow.
Oh
Bruh.
yeah, no kidding.
It was just a load of still images, and it was awful.
Yeah, which is
So,
funny. Which is funny because at the end of that season, they did have extra episodes as like an OVA or something, like a filler. Yet they didn't animate that part for some reason, which is like absurd.
I think it's because
maybe
they wanted to be like, "Hey, Maria's got his big thing this week, but don't worry, next week Deku gets to go all out." And
oh god, yeah, because it's Deku's focused.
Yeah, he's the poster boy for Shonen Jump now. He's like the new Goku.
Yeah, apparently.
Or I can't remember who it was, but I heard someone call him Green Naruto.
Bro, dude, I swear. Yeah,
Like,
at this point, it kind of is.
There was like a thing where it was a picture of Naruto, then Asta from Black Clover, Deku, and the guy from Haikyuu. And it was like Naruto, Magic Naruto, Green Naruto, and Ginger Naruto.
so dumb.
I don't know about Haikyuu though. I don't know. I can't see that because that show isn't really ongoing or
I think
anything.
it's just the. I think
pretty
it's
sure it's
probably the
in
character
season
design.
Oh, okay. That would
Yeah,
make
that's the
sense.
character design and like the like just the characteristics of him. Probably.
Yeah.
That's why.
Are there any other ongoing shows that you guys are particularly interested in, other than The Promised Neverland?
Oh, okay. So I kind of wanted to. Yeah, Dr. Stone's one, but like one that I kind of want to highlight that's kind of nobody's really talking about because it's overrun by the really good shows is a slice of life show that I kind of just recently started watching. It's called Horimiya.
Yep, I can see this on the list. Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you can, I'm sure for those who don't know what that is, Google it. It's on Funimation. It has like 5 episodes dubbed so far, or something like that. But I have to say that this is a very good show in my opinion as a slice of life show. So if you're like into that kind of stuff, I recommend this show. But I don't know, it's very cute. Like as a slice of life show. I just really like it, and I think people are kind of like kind of pushing it under the rug. And I also noticed that they kind of stopped dubbing it because this whole week I looked at Funimation. Well, just today I recently looked at Funimation's schedule and when they released the dubs and everything. And apparently this whole week there is no episode of Horimiya in dub, and they're on episode 5 or something. So something's up with that, and that's something I kind of wanted to get into, is that they're kind of like lacking, or they're pretty behind on the dubs for these shows.
Maybe they're not getting enough like people watching it or something. That's why they don't put it as a priority.
I don't
It might
think
just be
so.
one of those things where they skip a week for an episode.
I guess. I mean, like, it's kind of weird because usually Funimation's on top of it, unless it's like a holiday weekend, because usually they announce like, oh, you know, our voice actors are gonna take a break or whatever. But
Yeah.
It might be a pandemic issue.
Unless, yeah, it might be like something with the voice actors. Perhaps like something might have happened, and that's why they couldn't like catch up or something.
The lead got COVID, and now his voice is ruined forever.
bruh, dude, that would suck. Because I did notice that though, that the voices in that show are completely like different from all the other shows, because all the other shows have like big industry voice actors, but this show in particular has like completely new voice actors I've never heard before. Like you could tell, you can distinctly tell their voices that aren't from, you know, your main big shows like in Doctor Stone, Promise Neverland, or like Attack on Titan. You don't hear their voices in any of those kinds of shows. So I'm pretty intrigued by that they casted new voice actors for the lead roles that aren't big industry names. But I don't know. But I do say that that's one of those shows that I highly recommend if you're into slice of life, just because of the fact that it's kind of being pushed under the rug because of the whole, you know, the whole everything that's running right now.
Yeah, I actually have seen a couple people talking about it and stuff. But I like the it definitely, like, I don't know, I feel like the characters in the little poster that they have to show, like,
where it's like the grid of 9 characters. Yeah,
I was gonna recommend this to you, Maru, as well, because this is like something you probably really like, I bet.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like you can probably hashtag relate with the main girl, which is like, if you look at the poster, it's like the girl in the middle.
Yeah,
like,
I kind of thought so.
Yeah, like I think in episode 2 you could probably hashtag relate to her. So
well, now you're making me curious.
It kind of reminds me of this show that came out a few years ago that I started and still haven't finished. There's a link in the chat it's called Rainbow Days, or Nichiro Days in Japanese. I don't know, it just sort of looks kind of similar, just sort of the poster and the way the characters are displayed. But I think slice of like high school shows, you can't go wrong with it, because it's always going to be like a wholesome kind of comical story.
Yeah. Dude, I also just realized that freaking Beastar's second season also came out this season. Bruh, okay. I need to get on that. Like, right. Okay, see you guys. I'm out, because I need to watch that shit right now. No,
there's
kidding,
also this season we're getting, where is it? I'm trying to find the list. Why am I trying to? So Sword Art Online but Better is getting a third season. Log Horizon is getting a third season, and I started it, and I'd heard people refer to it as like Sword Art Online but Better.
Oh, Log Horizon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried watching it. I just like couldn't watch it.
It seems, I don't know why, but it reminds me kind of Overlord, which makes no sense because it's completely different. But I prefer it to, like, it's easier for me to watch than Overlord and Sword Art Online, because it's not as, I don't know what it is that makes me think of it similar to Overlord. It just reminds me of it, and it's not Sword Art Online, which makes it easier to watch than Sword Art Online. But it's a good show. If you can like get into it after the first like 4 episodes, I think it's good.
What is it?
Log Horizon.
Log Horizon?
Yeah. I started watching it because I read the light novel a few years ago, and I liked it. So I was like, oh yeah, this has been animated. So I started watching it.
Yeah, I did try to watch like the first 5 episodes, and I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. Like, as much as I hate Sword Art, as much as I don't like Sword Art Online for what it is and for the story, like, and I heard Log Horizon is just 10 times way better than SAO. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. I think it's either the way they presented the environment of the world that they're in, or just how they executed the thing or the whole story.
Looks like it involves a lot of characters.
It does. It's a lot different to Sword Art Online, and that Sword Art Online, they're like, hey, we have to clear these 100 floors. Log Horizon, they're just like, we're stuck in this video game. And the map, instead of just being like a castle in the sky like in Sword Art Online, it's Japan but half the size. So it's a lot, it's very different in terms of like objective and setting and everything. The only similarity is it's a video game.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have to. I'm probably gonna see if I can try to pick it back up again. Although I have my doubts that I'm probably just gonna drop it again.
Yeah. I wouldn't blame you. It's it's difficult.
Yeah, no kidding.
Are there any other shows you want to talk about? Jay, do you want to talk about Attack on Titan?
Oof, dude. There's so much to say. Like, oh man, dude. Okay, so first of all, I there just what Maru just said recently about the movie recap. Watch that if you don't want to like go through season 1 through 3.
Okay.
Just watch the recap movie and you'll get caught up within like 2 hours. And after watching that, you can get directly into season 4. I think is it season 4, right?
It is season 4.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. My only thing about season 4 though is from what I've heard is that they're not really they're not going to cover like the complete ending of Attack on Titan, that they're going to stop in the middle or leave it at a cliffhanger just cuz based on the number of episodes that they are. And a lot of people are speculating that it's like, oh, I don't, at this pace, that at least at the pace they're going, it's probably not going to cover everything, which is kind of a concern because, you know, you kind of want to finish the whole story, right? But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with
Maybe
that.
they'll like cut it in half, like how they do with their other, like with what they did before.
Yeah, where they had season 3 in 2 parts, they might have this in 2 parts.
Yeah.
Kind of like ReZero, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did do it before with Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
They did split, their season 3 was split into 2 parts. So it didn't
Was
release
it?
till like year after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice. Because I was watching season 3 because note that for me it was like I stopped like a little bit after watching season, like in the middle of season 2 while it was airing. I kind of just stopped completely and just read ahead of the manga because I didn't want to wait for the dub, and I just got distracted and from then on, and I didn't really pick up Attack on Titan anymore until just recently, and now it's like, yeah.
Well, lucky you didn't have to wait a whole year until the next season was released. Like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Although
I waited for it and completely forgot about it.
Oof. Yeah, same. That's kind of what happened to me. Although I do have to say though that the opening of season 4 is like weird and kind of annoying. I don't know, like the little high pitch la 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 la's or whatever. Or the chorus or whatever. People are saying they like the opening for season 4, but for me it's like, dude, this isn't.
I haven't heard it yet. Is it still Linked Horizon, or have they got a different band? Because I know season 3 had a different band.
I think it's the original that did season 1 opening.
Because I've heard like people didn't like it at first, but after hearing it, like after every single episode, they got used to it and started
because they forced themselves on it. So obviously, that's why.
I usually just skip the intro if it's like. I mean, like the Attack on Titan intro is pretty. It's a bop. I haven't heard the 4th like season, so I don't know.
The season 3 opening was my favorite, and that was like the least sort of Attack on Titan opening for Attack on, because it was really like slow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In season 1 and 2, I had these really fast like military kind of songs.
Yeah.
I preferred season 3's.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can get behind that. But the thing is, although I do have to give credit to season 4 opening that there's so much symbolism in just the opening itself, and it's not referencing the show itself or anything like that. The symbolism actually goes deeper than that. So we're gonna get a little bit into my theories and speculations and my conspiracy theories.
Oh boy!
And stuff like that.
Oh man, I'm ready.
Get your tinfoil hats on, guys.
No, but like for those who have seen the opening 4, I'm sure you guys will get a hint of it. Although I'm just speculating at this point, but I'm pretty sure that the symbolism within the opening 1 of Attack on Titan, or like the opening 4 of Attack on Titan, it has to references a lot of the whole catastrophe that happened in World War II, Hiroshima and like Nagasaki, the nuclear bomb and stuff that went off. Because you can tell it's like blatantly in your face, really. Like there are some scenes in there where they like statues of Titans just come down from the sky, and it pretty much makes a big explosion onto the ground and stuff as people in like war gear and stuff like run away and stuff like that. So that's just kind of like in itself a reference to the, to the catastrophe that happened a long time ago, as well as the very end where all the Titans and stuff are like on the right side of the screen. They make this pillar with with Aaron's Titan form. He's reaching out, but he's like kind of like a statue. It's all like mixed together into this humongous statue with at the very tip, Aaron's like reaching out with his hand into the sky or something like that. And that's like hardcore symbolism right there of what happened.
Did you see they're on the right hand of the side of the screen?
Did
you say they were on the right of the screen, like the right hand side?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting because I heard this thing, and this might just be complete like BS, but I heard this thing, like the heroes on one side of the screen, which I don't know. I feel like that might be some sort of symbolism, like the Titans are the heroes.
But, that's interesting, actually.
Which is funny because that's completely, I guess not really spoilers, but it's completely the whole opposite at this point in the story.
I mean, when you think about it, like the story of it, of how the Titans and everything, and like, because like before season 4 they explained like what happened, like Ymir and stuff like that, and like how the Titans came to be.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's like, it's just very like interesting how like everything's just tying in together, and like how like the Titans were seen as bad people, and like basically like in this in the actual like world before they were like kicked out into their own little thing.
Yeah.
Basically it was like, I always found it interesting, and it always made me think of like well, not just segregation and things like that, but like how like like Jews and stuff, they basically separated them by like having.
I like how you said that, like Jews and stuff.
Just
I'm sorry. Well, it's just like it. Like my first thought was that when I saw that episode,
the concentration camps and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and then like the fact that they kicked them out and things like that. But then like basically the king of, I guess, of like of the walls and stuff like that, they like the Titans themselves created that so that they could be protected and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just so fascinating, the whole story behind it and things like that. And I really hope that I don't know, like for me, I haven't seen the 4th season, but I just want to like see more of like why, just like why everything, like more of why.
And it's dude, just Okay, you have to see season 4 at this point because it tells you so much. Like like throughout the whole season, the first 2 episodes of season 4 is like, okay, cool, yeah, awesome. You get some lore and more story, but once it get to like the up to the recent episode, you like go, it's like crazy, like shit happens that's so crazy and like over the top, and you're like, bruh, no way, and stuff happens, and it's like, it's so real, it's really good right now, so just watch it.
Okay.
There are 2 shows I've just noticed on the list I would like to talk about. So first there's Quintessential Quintuplets, which basically just season 2 of that's cool. According to our friend Ramen Boy, he told me the other day, season 2 goes up to, I can't remember what volume, but it leaves enough volumes for them to make a season 3, and then that be the end. So apparently there's going to be a season 3 of Quintuplets if season 2 does well enough, which I'm sure it will because it's a great show.
It's very popular too.
It is. It's I don't know. I think my anime list defines it as the harem genre, but it's not like that because it doesn't say, "Hey, these are all going to be with him." It shows you at the beginning, like
it gives you the choices. No,
yeah, it's it's like a sort of mystery, like who's it going to be, kind of thing, which I think makes it better than just, "Hey, they all like him."
I think
that he ended with one instead of them all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like shows like those, like, I feel like they're more interesting if like they're presented in a way where like they're not forcing themselves on the main character or something, or like the main character isn't like forcing
like a
himself
stud,
on all
like a
of them.
stud, like Kirito.
If it wasn't, if they weren't quintuplets, the show would make no sense though, because the entire like premise of it is they all look the same. So when you see the girl in the wedding dress, you don't know who it is. Imagine how boring it would be if they didn't look the same and you could tell who it was from the beginning.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually kind of interested in watching it because I've heard a lot, and the art seems pretty nice and cute.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't know, I'm just interested in kind of like seeing it, because like didn't like the story start off the fact that he is helping them like study and stuff?
Yeah, he's that tree.
Yeah. So then I don't know. It's just I might give it a shot to see like how good it is.
It's really funny. Like it starts off, they all hate him, and then
well, not really. I guess Miku is more open to him, but other than that, everybody else just doesn't like him. Well, no, actually, no. It's Yotsuba.
Yotsuba to get everyone to like.
Yeah, Yotsuba is the one who's really open. Then Miku, and then the rest.
If the listeners would like, they can. I don't know about Jay, but I'm open to doing an episode where we debate who the best girl on the show is. I know Ramen Boy has some strong opinions on that too.
Of course, he does.
And
I'd say it's Ducky or something.
I am the best girl on the show.
I am surprised though that they actually made a season 2, because usually shows like these and they're either 24 episodes or they're either 12 episodes, and they never make anything past that. But I am pretty shocked that they actually did this season 2.
It was really popular. Like I think it was 2019 the first season came out. Mm-hmm. I saw something like it was one of the best like performing like, anime/manga of that year. Like it was one of the best selling series.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that's why they did it, because everyone likes money.
Right.
And then so quintuplets, obviously they were going to make a second season if the first season did so well, and I'm sure because there's a second season, people will want the story to be concluded, so they'll make a third.
Mm-hmm.
And the other show I wanted to talk about was Redo of a Healer, which I haven't seen, but I've heard it's really messed up.
Apparently, from what I've heard. Because I've seen a lot of YouTubers making fun of the show and how bad it is and stuff.
Wait, for which one?
Redo of a Healer.
Oh. That one.
I'm reading through the synopsis of it, and apparently he's a healer in a party, and he basically gets abused and tortured, and he goes insane. So he uses a healing spell that rewinds time, and then he corrects everything by getting revenge. I've heard there are some really messed up scenes in it, so I'm kind of scared to watch it, but at the same time, I really want to watch it.
I've heard that it's actually not good at all, actually. A lot of people say that it's only, like, because I've also watched, like, well, not even watched videos about it or anything, but, like, I've just read some people's commentary, and a lot of people say that, like, yeah, it's a meme and everything, but the story is actually really horrible. Like, the story, there's, like, sucks.
Do you think it's one of those things where it's only popular because it's edgy?
Yeah.
I think so. That and like the fan service and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's probably just one of those shows. Because I mean, like, yeah, you've like seen the memes and stuff like that, but like, I don't know. From what I've seen, a lot of people say that the story actually kind of really sucks. And if you're only there for the fan service, then I mean that's what most people kind of just watch it for. So
yeah, and you can tell like because. Just so everybody's aware that we're looking the shows off of Winter 2021 through my anime list, and you can already tell that it sucks because it only has a 6.2 on my anime list compared to the other shows that have like 8s or more.
Yeah.
Like even Horimiya, which is like an underground show. Slice of Life has a better score than Redo of a Hero.
The second season of The Promised Neverland only has 7.27.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan has 9.16, so that says a lot.
Of course. Apparently, I think it's like taking the second spot as one of the best animes out of every single anime in existence on my anime list.
It earns it?
I don't know. I haven't checked the listing of the top anime shows, but I did see an image of somebody posted that apparently it's second to Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know if that's true. If you want to click on that, see if it's true, but I don't know.
I'm gonna check.
I mean,
Top anime, yeah. The top 5 anime according to my anime list are Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, then Attack on Titan Final Season, Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2, then Steins Gate, then Gintama.
Yeah, so it's up there. It's going to be one of those anime shows that's just like goes down in history as one of the best anime shows.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, considering the fact that when it first came out, up until this point, people never stopped talking about it.
Oh, yeah. God, yeah.
I think that might be because the manga's still been ongoing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like even so, even if it is ongoing, you can just tell it's a very good show by the fact that people, even though they've been waiting for so long for like these for the next season or the next part to come out, people are still pretty hyped about it, even if it did take a long time for it to come out.
And you know what? I think the reason why it's this popular is not really based on the fact that it's like based on the story. Like the premise is pretty good too, but it's the fact that I think it's because of Netflix that has to do a lot with it, because in 2013 when it first came out, Netflix aired Attack on Titan, or I guess not really aired, but they streamed it. Yeah, they added it to their services. And based on what I've observed thus far through the years, is like a lot of people that were never into anime got into anime because of Attack on Titan. So, and I believe, because of Netflix, and I think because of Netflix, of adding Attack on Titan, and because it had such a good premise of humanity versus these monster titans or whatever, I think that's why. Yeah, I think that's what bumped it up to number 2 as one of the best anime shows in general.
And I think that also helped out with the fact that they're adding way many more anime shows to Netflix as well. And it might be because of that as well, because Attack on Titan probably really helped boost the viewers, on how many viewers they would get on watching that. And I mean, the more you get, I mean, they're more likely to get more shows in and things like that, so that more people can view and use their service. So
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that it's because of Attack on Titan that anime became more mainstream and stuff, as well as Netflix.
Something that kind of annoys me about it, though, is like I have friends. One specific friend springs to mind who. He watched Attack on Titan on Netflix, and he's one of those people who refers to it as Attack on Titans, like the S at the end, and that annoys me. Anyway, so he watched it, and then I'm like, oh, you can watch season 2 on Funimation now. And he's like, nah, it's not on Netflix. He only watches anime that is on Netflix. And that really annoys me. Yeah.
He's going to miss out.
That really annoys me. Like, he was like, oh, you should watch Seraph of the End. It's one of the best shows ever. It sucks.
Yeah. No, well, I don't know about that. I've seen that show and it's pretty good, but that's just my opinion.
The first season, but the second season was really bad, in my opinion, anyway.
Oh, okay. I can see why.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think Netflix, while it does amazing things by making shows popular, it also some people don't want to stray away from Netflix.
Yeah, because it's just all right there, you know.
Yeah,
because they don't want it. That and the fact that they probably don't realize that there's an anime streaming service that they could subscribe to if they just want anime. But a lot of them are just like, I'll just watch some anime here and there while watching my other shows.
Yeah, probably.
So, Netflix have recently added Thus Spoke Roha and Kishibe, the JoJo spin-off. And there are 4 episodes on Netflix. and the first episode is for some reason numbered episode 16. I think that might
weird.
I think that might be an issue with the they might have made a mistake when they were typing the thing because it's the first episode. But I don't know. And it's very, for a JoJo spin-off, it is still bizarre, but it's nothing like JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the animation style changed quite a bit because they've taken JoJo Part 4 and animated it in the style of Part 5, and it looks really weird. But it's on Netflix. It's very good. I recommend checking it out. It's I laughed when I noticed it because I wasn't expecting it to come on till later in the year, especially in the UK, because in the UK we have JoJo's Part 1, 2, and 3 on DVD, and I own them on DVD because it's one of my favorite shows. And we have this Rohan thing, which is on Netflix, and Part 4 of JoJo, which this is a spin-off of, isn't at all in the UK subbed or dubbed. So it's just these 4 random characters that no one knows in this random show. But it's a very good show. I recommend it. It's really morbid at times, but it's good. It goes I know Jay, for example, you tried doing a thing with folklore. It goes into that, he goes around, the first episode he goes to, I think it's Italy he goes to, and it goes into this guy's religious experience with death or killing someone. And then there's an episode which is this Japanese house hill folklore thing. So yeah.
Interesting.
There's only 4 episodes, but it's great.
Oh, I don't know. I'm probably gonna be a while before I get to that point, just because of I haven't really seen a lot of JoJo, but that's about to change. So
it's
about it.
Yeah,
it's another spin-off that's independent because it doesn't have any stands in it at all. I think there's one incident in which he's hey, I'm going to use my stand, and it doesn't do anything. But it's basically just this manga artist goes around the world and finds a lot of weird stuff.
Okay.
On the topic of JoJo, in April this year, which I think is the start of next season, they're having an event or an announcement, which I kind of hope will be the next part getting animated, because Part 5 got animated in 2018 and 19, and I think I just the franchise could do with more activity.
Right.
Yeah. Are there any other shows that are that you guys have been intending to watch? Because a lot of these shows on my anime list, I've never even.
I have one.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so I've seen this a lot, and I've seen the I guess Funimation promoting it and stuff like that, and the what is it, Wonder Egg Priority.
Wait, what the heck is that?
Okay, so the synopsis. It says, following the suicide of her best and only friend, I'm really bad. That is left grappling with her new reality.
You didn't even say her name.
Before she follows the instructions of a mysterious entity and gets roped into purchasing an egg, or specifically a wonder egg. Wow. Upon breaking the egg in a world where that materializes during her sleep, I'm gonna say it's I is tasked with saving people from the adversaries that come their way. In doing so, she believes that she has moved one step closer to saving her best friend. With this dangerous yet tempting opportunity in the palms of her hands, I always say AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah. Enters a place where she must recognize the relationship between other people's demons and her own. As past trauma, unforgettable regrets, and innate fears hatch in the bizarre world of Wonder Egg Priority, a young girl discovers the different inner struggles tormenting humankind and rescues them from their worst fears. And I've heard a lot of people write in the little My Anime list, people, write their own little commentary on it. And a lot of people say that the animation and the art style is very nice. And that
I can kind of tell based on the poster and everything. It looks really nice.
Yeah, it really does. And that's why I really want to watch it, because the art looks really, really good. And just like the detail and everything, I'm like, wow, this looks beautiful. I really do want to watch this.
Well, it's no wonder, because the studio who animated the show is called Cloverworks, and I'm looking at their biography, or not biography, but the stuff they've done, and they did like season 1 of The Promised Neverland, Darling in the Franxx, Himuro Horimiya as well.
Yeah, wow.
Persona 5, the anime.
Wow.
So they do a lot of popular stuff, so I'm not surprised that the animation's like top notch.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. And I like the colors. It just looks really like bright and stuff.
I feel like it's gonna be like, I haven't watched it, but I feel like it might be like The Promised Neverland, because like it looks really wholesome with all these like young characters.
Dude, I was kind of.
And then at the same time, the synopsis of it seems really dark.
Yeah.
It kind of, I don't know why, it kind of like gives off the Monogatari vibe, where it's like very quirky or weird, because of the fact that it has to do something with an egg, and it does stuff. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Monogatari series.
I have not.
I've heard of it. I've not heard what it's about or anything.
Yeah, it's just like basically these random stuff that happens, but you're gonna have to watch it in order to get the gist of it. I tried watching it, and it's just so weird for me. Like, I just couldn't get into it, but it kind of gives off that weird vibes. But it looks really good. I might actually check it out now, just because I've seen people make memes of the main girl character looking like Coraline or something.
Oh yeah, she really kind of does. Like, that's what I kind of thought about when I first saw her. But I think she's very cute, so I'm just like, I want to watch it for her.
Yeah, I mean, it has an 8.3, which is like even more than Beastars, which is absurd. Absurd. Where's my furry companions? Come on, guys. What are you guys doing?
Jay's a furry, guys. Jay's a furry.
Jay probably is a closet furry or something.
Nah, I'm only a furry when I watch Beastars. That's the only time that happens.
I haven't even seen the first season of Beastars. I just know the opening is amazing.
Dude, yeah, no kidding. It's amazing.
Like, it's by far one of the best openings.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but Beastars, like the art style and everything is really, really nicely done. And like personally, I do like the art and like the little animation and everything. It's really cool to look at. I had a hard time passing that like first couple of episodes because of that scene. So, but I think I'm over my trauma now, so I think I'll probably continue watching it.
Yeah, it gets really good. You'll see what I mean once you like actually start watching it even more.
Yeah.
That and like ReZero, actually, I'm like, pretty excited for like part 2. Because it left on like a really good cliffhanger, and I'm like very curious as to what's gonna happen next.
Well, I need to finish watching it though.
Yeah, it's really there's just so many good shows. For me, my plan for this winter though, or for this season, is to wait it out a bit more. Although I kind of broke that already because I started watching Attack on Titan, but I did binge watch like the 5 new episodes that came out. So I guess I'm kind of caught up. And I'm kind of glad that I did like wait it out, because now I have a big chunk of shows I can watch in like little bursts, I suppose. Unfortunately, Dr. Stone only had like 2 episodes dubbed when I started it. Like
the third one should be coming out in the next couple of days.
Yeah. So that kind of sucks. I was going to wait until like 5 episodes of the dub comes out, but then I realized that the dub is like kind of behind. So it's like, come on, hurry up. But I don't know.
That sucks.
Yeah.
My plan this season is I'm going to watch Dr. Stone as it comes out. And then after that, I'm going to wait until every show I want to watch is finished for the season. Because I still, like, for example, I still need to catch up on That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, same.
Like, there are shows I've started that I haven't finished the first season of. So I'm going to finish that, and then wait for the new seasons to all finish and watch them when they're all finished. And I'll do the same next season, because the next season is exciting as well.
Yeah. What about you, Maru? What's your game plan for this season?
What's your strategy?
Yeah, your strategy.
Is to, well, actually, I was just thinking of waiting it out a bit. But knowing me, I'll probably like watch like a few episodes here and there. I might actually finish some of the ones that I haven't finished.
Like,
in the
like which one?
Well, I know I had Fruits Basket. I'm like I was waiting on like newer episodes to release and stuff like that, and like I think they just finished it off, so they'll be releasing the next season. Like I'm not sure when, but they're gonna be working on the next season. Which that means now I just have to finish these last couple of episodes, and then I'll be done. And then I'll have to wait. But then I'll probably do that. But then I'll probably start watching some of like new shows that came out while I wait for the other seasons to kind of like be more, like towards the last couple of episodes before I actually watch them all as a whole. Usually I wait until like it's halfway through, and then I'll like just watch as much as I can, and then I'll stop, and then I'll just wait again. So
right.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Plus, I mean, like, there's just so many things I have to do as well. So I'll probably just like take small breaks and watch anime when I can. Because I also like, besides Wonder Egg Priority, I've been wanting to watch what is it called, like Laid Back Camp or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Apparently the first season, that was good.
Yeah, it looked really cute. And I saw the Neandroid figures for them, and I thought they were absolutely adorable. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel like I need to watch this in order to buy the figure. Because like, I don't want to buy a figure if I don't know the show first. What if I hate the something,
Just watch the first season, then you see like a whole bunch of camping ads or something.
Yeah. No, but it just looks really cute. And it's comedy, so I'm like, yes.
It's so this isn't a show I've like actively watched. Like I've watched the first 62 episodes, I think, but Black Clover is finishing this season. It's got like
the whole story.
I don't know if the whole story is, but I know the anime is. They're rounding it off at 170 episodes, and last I checked, it was 105 episodes. So they've got a few episodes left, but they did say after it finishes they have an announcement to make, which I don't know what it's going to be because I have no idea where the story is. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's always strange when a long show ends, like when Naruto ended, for example.
Oh yeah, like, it was like an emptiness or a void that was like, what do I do now?
I remember. Like Naruto was one of the first shows I watched week to week as it came out, and then after the last episode, I just didn't know what to do.
It's like, what am I doing? Where's my life going now? I don't know what to do.
I was like, okay, I'll watch Boruto when that comes out, and that was so disappointing.
Dude, yeah, same. Like for me, I stopped like after episode 4 because like I just can't watch this anymore.
The stuff I've seen from Boruto, it's only got like one good arc, and that's like 5, maybe 7 episodes, so it's not worth watching.
Yeah, I figured. I don't know.
Long shows are strange, and like they're definitely cutting things more seasonal, like My Hero, for example, and Jujutsu Kaisen.
I still need to watch that.
The first season of that's like 24 episodes. I thought it was going to be a long show, like they would just constantly go with it.
Yeah,
but they're doing it seasonally. Yeah, it's not bad. We watched me, Delta, and Steona watched the first episode. It's good. Also, on the top of long ongoing shows, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is, and it's still awful.
Oh really?
Yeah. They did this scene where at the end of the first arc, where he was like, "Hey, I have my friend's student ID, like their school IDs," and they turned into monster cards.
Bruh. Of course.
Like, I have these 3 monsters in my hand. I can summon them as one big monster, and there's just this giant like mech appears.
Mhm.
It's awful. I'm not. I want to watch it, but it's so bad.
Yeah, I saw the those cards and stuff, and I saw that you put it together like a big picture or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't Pokemon do that though?
What?
I don't know. Yes, the Pokemon card game had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unrelated to like ongoing shows, but on the topic of Pokemon, it's Pokemon Day on Saturday, like the day this will be going.
Mhm.
And they're celebrating by having a live virtual concert by Post Malone.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because it's Pokemon's their 25th anniversary this year, so they're going out through the whole year with music, and they're getting Post Malone to do a live concert digitally.
For Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels so random.
Right?
That feels just so weird. Like, wait, why? Why did they choose him?
They got
Because the
Katy
kids
Perry
love
did
him.
Katy Perry did the first announcement, like music thing with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It feels really weird though because they always announce things on Monday. So we're gonna get like Post Malone saying, "Oh, by the way, Diamond and Pearl are getting remade."
Bro, dude, I swear, if he does that, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'll be like, bruh.
What if he does
Wow.
that? He does that as a joke, and they're not actually getting remade.
Dude, people will like trash him.
Wow.
Like, bro, how dare you tease us like that?
He's gonna go. No, well, never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
Bruh.
I was gonna say something, but never mind.
But yeah,
That's
I
so
think
weird, though.
yeah. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it for this podcast. Do you guys have anything else to add to it?
I do not. I'm just looking at the picture of the virtual Post Malone and how traumatizing it is.
Bruh. No, I think that's all.
Yeah. I think that's all for me too. So, I mean, other than that, there's a lot of good shows to watch, and next season should be not as good as this season, but there's a lot of good shows that's coming out next season too.
The main thing I'm looking forward to next season is My Hero, just because I like the arcs.
He likes the basic stuff.
I just like the arcs.
apparently.
He misses Naruto, so he goes with the green Naruto.
And what was it? Shaman King. To the remake.
Oh, dude, yeah, okay, that's something I'm looking forward to a lot. So,
Are you? Because you completely forgot about it.
well, I know, yeah, because there's so much to watch. But yeah, Shaman King is like number one for me. But yeah,
I don't know.
anyways,
Sounds like a fake thing.
do you want to like do the outro as always, Dougie?
What would you do if I said no? I'm not gonna say no, but what would you do if I said no?
I'd be like, okay, see you guys.
Wow.
Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and since Jay's a boomer, Facebook. You can email us. It's anipop.podcast@gmail.com, or comment on this if you're watching on YouTube. You can catch us on pretty much anything that has podcasts on it. That's Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. Yep. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have any opinions, as we say, get in contact with us on social media or in the comments. Thank you for listening. And next week we will be talking about the romance genre.
All right, guys. Bye.
Oh, okay. Bye.
All right, see ya.
We sound so depressed.
I forgot how to do the outro.